I'm up early in the morning. I'm up 4 or 5 in the morning. I really enjoy working hard. I work 7 days a week.
It's like I love my days start early and they go early.
Have you ever looked at someone and thought, how is that even possible? Tom Cruise is 63, yet somehow the man still sprints across rooftops, dangles from helicopters, and looks like he hasn't aged since Top Gun. Is it just Hollywood magic, genetics, or is there something more? In today's video, we're diving into the daily life of Tom Cruise. Not just what he eats, but why he eats it. Not just how he trains, but how it changes everything. You'll discover 5 power foods he swears by, 3 that never make it to his plate, the exact routine he follows from sunrise to bedtime, and what it truly takes to stay energized, focused, and fierce at any age. But before we dive in, I want you to think about this. What would your life look like if you felt 35? At 60? Let's unpack the blueprint and maybe, just maybe, rewrite what aging looks like. The age-defying machine. Why Tom Cruise still looks 35. Let's be honest, aging is one of those things most of us quietly worry about. The wrinkles, the slower mornings, the way our energy dips around 3 p.m. But then you see Tom Cruise grinning, sprinting full speed across the wing of a moving airplane at age 62, and you can't help but ask, how on earth does he do it? Now, we could chalk it up to significant genes or Hollywood privilege. But the truth is, longevity, especially the kind that shows in your face, your posture, your sharpness, isn't luck. It's a strategy. Cruise has spent decades building a system that doesn't just slow aging, it actively rewinds it. It's in his food, his mindset, the way he breathes, trains, and sleeps. If you put his photos from Top Gun in 1986 next to Mission Impossible in 2023, you'd see a man who looks like time took a pause. Here's the real insight. Looking youthful isn't about chasing youth. It's about honoring consistency. Most people try to fix aging when it's already knocking at the door. But Cruise started early, and more importantly, he never stopped. That's the piece we often miss. We treat wellness like a burst, an intense diet, a strict gym plan. And when it gets hard, we quit. Cruise treats it like a rhythm, not always perfect, but always persistent. Before we delve into what he eats or how he trains, let's examine the exact fuel he's providing his body, because the real secret to his unstoppable energy begins at the table. With 5 simple, powerful foods that quietly fight aging from the inside out. Let's take a closer look. 5 anti-aging foods that fuel Tom's youth and stamina. Imagine waking up every day knowing you're going to hang off a helicopter or sprint through an action scene at 62. That's not just about courage. That's about having a body that's still ready. And for Tom Cruise, the secret doesn't start in the gym. It begins in the kitchen. Let's break down 5 anti-aging foods that form the backbone of his daily fuel. These aren't trendy superfoods or expensive elixirs. They're real, accessible, and backed by science. First, slow-grilled protein like wild salmon, chicken breast, and bison. Why slow? Because cooking below 300 degrees Fahrenheit helps preserve amino acids and avoids charring, which can cause inflammation. Think of it like fueling a Ferrari. You wouldn't pour in dirty fuel, right? Second, blueberries. On set, they call them Tom's superhero snacks. These little berries are packed with antioxidants that protect their cells from the stress of 16-hour shoot days and stunt rehearsals. Cruise is known to keep them in costume pockets. Yes. Third, dark leafy greens, spinach, arugula, beet leaves. These aren't just salad fillers. They contain natural nitrates that improve blood flow and endurance, which is essential when you're sprinting on rooftops at high altitudes. Fourth, raw nuts, such as almonds, walnuts, and Brazil nuts. They provide steady energy, healthy fats, and key minerals that support brain function and mood. He doesn't snack for cravings, he snacks for clarity. And finally, a low-temperature roasted veggie medley, tomatoes, peppers, beets, and ginger. Roasting them gently retains vitamins and polyphenols, giving the body the color, texture, and recovery tools it needs. What's the takeaway? Anti-aging isn't about eating less. It's about eating smarter. The right foods don't just add years to your life. They add life to your years. And while these 5 foods are Cruz's go-to, they're just part of a bigger strategy. Because just as important as what he eats is what he refuses to touch. Let's take a look at the 3 foods Tom Cruise avoids at all costs and why they might be aging you faster than you realize. Cruise-controlled discipline, his morning-to-night routine. If you've ever wondered what separates someone like Tom Cruise from the rest of us, it's not just big movie budgets or personal chefs. It's rhythm. It's a ritual. And most of all, it's discipline. Not the harsh drill sergeant kind, but the type that feels intentional, purposeful, and deeply rooted in self-respect. Cruise's day begins not with noise, but with gratitude. At 5:30 a.m., a silent alarm vibrates on his wrist. No loud buzzing, no reaching for the phone. Just 1 full minute of stillness, where he thanks the universe for breath, family, and the privilege to do what he loves. That's not just a wellness gimmick. It's a nervous system reset, a signal to his body. You're safe. You're centered. Let's go. From there, it's a gentle 5-minute walk on the treadmill, audiobook in his ears, easing him into motion. By 6 a.m., he's flowing through dynamic stretches, spinal waves, hip openers, deep breathing, warming the joints and coaxing the body into readiness. Then comes the strength circuit, 45 minutes of moderate weights with clean form. No ego lifts, just control, focus, and agility. Post-workout, he dunks his face into near-freezing water for 10 seconds. It's not torture, it's a wake-up call. It tightens blood vessels, reduces puffiness, and sharpens the senses. From breakfast to his final bite around 8 p.m., everything is paced to optimize clarity, energy, and recovery. The real takeaway here: a great day doesn't happen by accident. It's built. And when you make enough of those days in a row, you create a life. But what truly elevates Cruise's routine is how he trains his body, not for looks, but for performance. So next, let's explore the workout plan that's helped him do his stunts well into his 60s, and how you can adapt it to your journey. A weekly fitness plan that trains you like a stunt hero. When most people think of getting fit after 50, the image that comes to mind is often one of slow walks or gentle stretching. But Tom Cruise flips that script completely. His weekly workout plan isn't about staying active, it's about staying ready. Ready to run, leap, climb, hang, and move with the kind of energy most people only dream of. And the best part? It's not built on extremes, it's built on balance. Cruise's week follows a precise rhythm: strength days, agility days, recovery days. On Mondays, he focuses on the upper body, including the chest, shoulders, and triceps. Not to get bulky, but to build control and coordination. Tuesday? It's all about movement, kayak sprints, rock climbing, even fencing drills to sharpen reflexes. Midweek, he trains back and biceps with functional lifts that keep him strong and stable. Thursday ramps up with high-intensity intervals, hill sprints, battle ropes, jump squats. It's not about punishing the body, but about awakening it. Friday is legs and core, building the foundation that powers all those rooftop chases. And the weekend, a light bike ride, barefoot run, or playful movement with family. Yes, he plays tag at 62. This isn't just a workout plan, it's a philosophy. Move often, move well, and move with purpose. Cruise doesn't train for the mirror. He trains for the mission. And maybe that's the shift we all need. Exercise is not a punishment, but as preparation for the life we want to live. And speaking of philosophy, what keeps all of this sustainable? Let's take a look at 4 timeless principles that help crews stay consistent without burnout, guilt, or grind. These are rules anyone over 50 can make their own. Ready to hear them? Let's go. 4 rules that make Tom's lifestyle work, long term. Let's be real. Anyone can stick to a strict routine for a week. But the magic happens when you can keep showing up for yourself month after month, year after year. That's the real superpower. And it's exactly what Tom Cruise has mastered. His longevity isn't built on extremes. It's built on 4 timeless rules that quietly turn good habits into a sustainable lifestyle. The first, graze, don't gorge. Cruise doesn't do massive meals. Instead, he fuels with small, nutrient-dense bites every few hours. This keeps his blood sugar steady, his energy smooth, and his digestion light. It's the opposite of the 3-meal crash cycle so many of us know too well. Second, train for function, not just for looks. Cruise doesn't care about having the most enormous biceps. He cares about being able to hang off a building at 60 without pulling a shoulder. It's a reminder that proper fitness is about how you move, not how you look. Third, cook low, live low sugar. His meals are roasted gently, never charred, and always free of refined sugar. This preserves nutrients, reduces inflammation, and supports calm, stable moods. It's not just healthy, it's kind. And finally, consistency beats intensity. Cruise doesn't crush himself in the gym. He trains 5 days a week, 45 minutes at a time. Nothing flashy, just focused, repeatable effort. Because fundamental transformation isn't built in a weekend. It's built in the quiet, ordinary moments that most people skip. And that's the lesson. You don't need to live like a movie star. You need to think like one. But maybe the deeper question isn't about Cruise at all. It's about us. Why do so many people give up on aging gracefully? And what would it take to turn your story around starting today? Let's talk about that next. Why most men over 50 fail to age gracefully, and how you can flip the script. Somewhere along the line, many men hit 50 and quietly decide, it's too late. The aches become normal. The weight gain feels inevitable. The dreams of energy and adventure fade into routine. And that's precisely where the story starts to slip. Not because their bodies can't bounce back, but because they stop believing they can. Here's the truth. It's not age that slows us down. It's habits. Most men fall into patterns, skipping sleep, eating convenience food, moving less, and stressing more. The decline isn't sudden. It's subtle. A few missed workouts, a few more drinks, a little less hope. Until one day, looking and feeling 10 years older becomes the new normal. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can flip the script, just like others have. Take Jack, 57, a dad of 3 who hadn't exercised in over a decade. Inspired by Cruise's routine, he began with just 10 minutes a day. Morning walks, simple stretching, and cutting soda. 6 months later, he'd lost 18 pounds, slept better, and rediscovered something he hadn't felt in years. Momentum. The most significant shift wasn't physical, it was psychological. Jack started showing up for himself again. That's the real difference maker. So if you've ever felt like it's too late, I want you to hear this. It's not. Not even close. You're not past your prime. You're just not fully powered yet. And the tools are already in your hands. Everything we've explored so far can be your blueprint. Now let's pull it all together, with a few final thoughts to guide you into action and help you cruise confidently into the next decade of your life. The takeaway: cruise your way into the next decade. So, what does it all add up to? A few blueberries? A morning stretch? A skipped soda? On their own, they might seem small, but stack them up day after day and they become something extraordinary. A life that moves with energy, clarity, and purpose, no matter your age. Tom Cruise didn't discover a secret pill. He built a lifestyle brick by brick, breath by breath, over the course of decades. Gratitude before sunrise, a walk before the world wakes, thoughtful meals, smart movement, and above all, a mindset that says, I'm not done yet, and neither are you, whether you're 50, 60, or just starting to notice the years adding up. Your story is still being written. Maybe you start with a small swap, almonds instead of chips, 5 minutes in the morning. Perhaps it's skipping that third cup of coffee for a walk around the block. These aren't radical changes. They're quiet revolutions. You don't have to live like Tom Cruise, but you can think like him. Consistent, intentional, curious, brave. So here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, try one part of his routine. Just one. See how it feels. Let it ripple. Let it remind you that you still have power, still have time, still have you. And if this video inspired you, share it. Comment below. Please tell us your age and the one thing you're going to change this week. Because you're not alone. And the next chapter, it's yours to write. Let's cruise into it. Together.